Hi, if you're an aspirant and you're preparing for a competitive exam and you want that 99 percentile in your game, then you need to do these few things that others are not doing. Hi, I'm Saloni from Hassan Saloni, and I'm going to tell you these 10 things that you need to follow, which will make you a 99 percentiler or a topper. Number one, reduce your buffer time. What is buffer time? Buffer time is the extra time that you take while you're doing one thing and then moving to the next thing. The wastage of that time, that is the buffer time. You need to start reducing that time. You need to be clear about what is your next move. Number two, always plan your routine in order. That means your routine should be set in a automation mode. You should know what you're doing and then what and then what and then what. That ways the time wasted in doing your day-to-day work is limited. It's less and you can give more time to studies. Number 3, find out your actual most productive time, least productive time, relaxation time, and wasted time. By this, I mean in your day, you should notice in which time slot do you feel the most productive, in which time slot you want to chill and relax, in which time slot you waste your time but you can save it. And then, knowing this time, then make your timetable so that your timetable is made according to you. Number 4, distribute your chapters and subjects that you are going to study in the week in advance. That means that you should know what you're going to study on which day of what week. Number 5, if you are somebody who studies multiple subjects in a day, then you should pick one difficult subject and one easy subject to keep a balance. And if you are somebody who prefers studying one subject in a day, then you should pick one difficult topic from that subject and one easy topic from that subject to keep a balance for your brain and body and to avoid burnout. Number 6, plan a proper time for revision and solving sample papers, and you should not miss this is the most important one. You should fix a time for sample papers and revision and you should not miss it ever. Number 7 is you should be more creative when you're revising. Now, by this I mean usually students prefer a fixed method of revising. They have a standard way of revising. No, you should get creative while you're revising. Maybe you should start creating mind maps, or if there is a certain chapter that you want to revise, you should close that chapter and then try to recall what you are doing. You should experiment with your revising so that what you are studying becomes stronger in your head. Number 8, you should try to make notes with minimum space taken, minimum words used, and maximum connections created. That means when you're making notes for a certain subject, you should write it in very small letters and should give as many connections as possible. Number 9, always keep a diary with you when you're studying or other times. Always keep a diary with you or make notes in your mobile phone where you enter your doubts, your research topics, the topics that you want to study. While we are studying and there are a lot of random thoughts that come into our mind ki oh ye padna tha, oh wo padna tha, you should start noting them down in your diary so that while you're studying you can focus on what you're studying, and then you can save up time to research or study about the topics that you noted in the diary so that these two don't conflict and you save your time. Number 10, keep a track of your emotions. That means if you are studying, you're also a human and you feel all those human emotions like fear, anxiety, depression, loneliness, distraction, procrastination, and everything that can happen to a student. Keep a track of them. Write it down in a diary how you feel on what date and why you're feeling that way and what you can do to improve it. Always keep a track of your emotions so that your emotions don't overpower your studies and your productivity. And number 11, and a very important one, you should be your own guide. Be your own guide, your own teacher, your own friend. Hold your hand and hold it tight and be there for yourself. So these are the not 10, 11 important principles of a topper that will make you from average to above and above average. All the best, guys. Remember them, note them down somewhere so that you can keep rereading them and rereading them and remind yourself what it takes to be a topper. Bye.